best football camp in America? True. 40 years old. Tony Dorsett was just one of the many. If you don't have one of these forms, I want you to look at this and I want you to read through it. It's extremely important that you know who's teaching their kids and who approves of what we do. Little references from Manning, Tony Dungy, a guy by the name of Mike Holgren, Marshall Falk. All of them have been OD or coached at OD. Tony Dorsett was here for quite some time, came back as a counselor, came back as a pro, brought his boy who came here as one of you guys, went on, played ball in college, went on to play pro, came back as a counselor, started the whole thing all over. Those are the kind of people we've been associated with for 40 years. This is a full contact camp. Regardless of what you hear, what you see, anywhere, we are the only real full contact camp in America. There are a few odds and ends and little places around, but the majority of people do not teach football as it should be taught. You cannot drive a car unless you get behind the steering wheel, and that's what we try to teach these boys as far as football is concerned. I am the Director of Business and Development for Offense Defense. I'm also the camp director here. We care so much about our kids that we actually send the office out to make sure they're okay. We're very specific about one thing, and that is safety of these kids. If for any reason, once you have left your child here, you need any help or anything, any questions answered, I will give you my cell phone number and you can call me directly. I do not mind. Your kid will be taken care of and belongs to us, please, until Thursday about 12 or 1 o'clock. When we give him back, we want him to be a better football player than he was. We want him to be a better person than he was. We teach character, teamwork, discipline, the types of things that make a young man grow up to be a better person, even if he doesn't make it in football. We'd like one to. We want him to. We have all kinds of camp situations to drive him all the way to an All-America Bowl, which we put on in Myrtle Beach every year. That All-America Bowl had 88 All-Americans last year. 7 of them went to Georgia Tech. Not a bad place to go. We placed 151 D1 candidates last year. We fill the ranks of the D2s and D3s regularly. As a matter of fact, a lot of the coaches will come here. Some will coach. Others will just show up and you won't know it to see what we've got as these kids develop, because they will be recruiting them one day if they are good. And hopefully they will all be better for having been here. I am also the chaplain for offense defense. And one of the things that I have looked at in taking this job was, I think when God said, let there be light, the next statement should have been, let there be football, because he wanted to see every one of these kids learn what we're teaching. I hope you feel that way after this. We hope to be able to stay here at Webster. We're going to make some changes as we develop, get things a little bit crisper. This is our first year here. Last year it wasn't so good. We didn't have a very good campus, and a lot of things went wrong. We want this to be a 200-man camp. It is absolutely wonderful in the dorm, and the food, and the good stuff. It's not so bad under these trees either. Maybe they'll give us permission to do everything we want to on this field and turn it into a more beautiful arrangement than it is now. But we want all of you to know we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you bringing our kids to us, because we consider them our kids for the next 4 days. Gentlemen in the red shirts, the majority of them are father counselors. They're just like you, just like any parent, and they love these kids they wouldn't be here, and they do everything in their power to take care of them. We're looking at one of the strongest coaching stands that you could possibly put together to come here and teach them. Randy McMichaels will be here Wednesday. I don't know the exact time from the Rams. He'll be here. He's a great guy. One of his coaches happens to be coaching here. So just keep that in mind. Now, I want you to know, okay, one more time, if you need me, 843-267-6302. If you need me after the fact, I'll give you a call. 843-267-6302. All right? Now I want to introduce somebody to you who's a whole lot better than me. This is the head coach. He's been a head coach for a long, he's been a coach and a head coach and all kinds of coach for a long, long time. He's a fantastic guy. I've been with him for 2 camps now. You couldn't ask for anybody better, more knowledgeable, and who cares more about these young men. He is here on the field all the time. If he ever takes a break, I wish somebody would tell him to rest a little bit. He just won't do it. His name is Ron Hudson. His background is phenomenal. He's been at about 7 major colleges, one of them being Notre Dame, not so bad, Kentucky, Kansas State, Kansas City Chiefs. So I'll turn this over to him. Any questions? Feel free to